You're students, and so people will do things for you that they won't do for other people. You can go ask them to do just about anything, and you'd be amazed what people will meet with you, people will talk with you, people will give you things for free just because you're students. So you should know that for like all it's worth. If you go try to start a company later and you're not a student, it's like you're shit out of luck.
Starting a business at any age isn't exactly a cakewalk. But there's a group of students and professors at UT who are trying to prove that in the world of entrepreneurs, being young has its advantages.
I broadly construe my job here in Austin is to help UT and Austin become a better Silicon Valley. But Austin and UT have quite a head start in that already long before I got here. So when I looked around, I looked at various activities in entrepreneurship, and I noticed an unserved market, namely undergraduates at the University of Texas at Austin.
Bob Metcalf, an entrepreneurial guru who founded the Ethernet, is one of 3 professors of a course taught at UT called One Semester Startup. Founded in the fall of 2011, the class helps students start their own businesses by giving them the tools and resources to make their dreams a reality.
But when you're in school, you don't have any commitments relative to what it will be like later in your life. Most people going through school don't have kids, don't have, you have less hobbies and other things like that. And so that's one of your advantages is you have no life and you can work more than a lot of other people, you know, and that's an advantage, and that's something you can play for your strength.
Students have to apply for the class as teams and compete for the 10 coveted spots in the program each semester. The teams then work with mentors who are experts in various fields to help them figure out logistics. And at the end of the semester, the class has a demo day where students present their hard work to an audience of investors and entrepreneurs.
One Semester Startup is the closest you will get to being in an actual sort of like high-level accelerator program like a Techstars or a Capital Factory or a Y Combinator. To have that opportunity with our fledgling project as a student, yeah, there's nothing like it.
Dan Driscoll is a graduate student at UT who, with the help of One Semester Startup, has started his own company called Requip. It's a peer-to-peer marketplace for buying, selling, renting, and donating used sports gear. Driscoll almost didn't get accepted into the program because it was originally just for undergrads.
They kept telling us that it's just for undergrads, and I kept showing up anyway and applying. And the one thing I've learned in my time since graduating college is just because somebody says something is so doesn't mean it is. And so I used to be way too respectful of these things and just accept things as people told me they were. But I think that in startups you basically have to learn that you are basically, your only tool is a machete, and you are just carving out the bush and clearing your own path. And sometimes you're just kicking over a wall that someone put up.
The way he talks, the way Dr. Metcalf talks, he kind of makes you feel like you can almost do anything. And I approached him, and I told him, I have a couple ideas with you. And I sat down, and I talked to him for 2.5 hours, and I literally have not looked at the world the same since I walked out of that room, just understanding like the potentiality of what we could do here if we can actually get this student entrepreneurship thing moving.
Nick Spiller is an undergrad at UT who was one of the few students involved in the early planning of the class. He recently created a startup called U Think Tank that helps other student entrepreneurs start their own business. Spiller says the lesson he's learned most from this course is to think big.
And so yeah, we think if we can do it here, we can set the model for the rest of the public research universities, because what starts here changes the world. It's not just a slogan, it's a reality.